Hey there guys, how's it going, and welcome to an ARK Survive Evolve video where we're going to be taking a look at the update that just hit. We've got 4 new dinos or creatures. We've also got the group management system and we've got the new caves. We're going to be looking at all of that today. So let's take a look at what we've got. Let's not waste any time here. So I've got the 4 new dinos here. Let's start off with the Moschops. Let's take that off there. This is something I've been looking forward to quite a long time, and what this thing does is as it levels, it gains the ability to get more resources from a certain type, well actually far more of a certain type of resource. So if I hold E on it, you'll see you've got these view harvesting levels, and every level it gets, it can harvest a certain amount of resource more. You can see harvest weight 100%, harvest quality 100%. I'm not sure how these things level up because they seem a bit strange. I mean, they'll follow you around. I've tried to get them to attack my targets and that doesn't seem to work, but either way, let's just get off there. You can spay. You can see we've got the group whistles thing here, and yeah, they're pretty cool little dino. Obviously it's going to be a farming dino, something perhaps for gathering organic polymer. Let's see what else there was actually that's going to be quite useful. So we've got prime meat. That's going to be very useful when you're trying to do tames of carnivores. Rare flowers and rare mushrooms, normally not too bad. Obviously leech blood if you're trying to get yourself a lot of that for some cure for swamp fever or just for some farming. Fish meat and polymer, but I think organic polymer and maybe prime meat is going to be the ones that people will probably focus on. They'll use these things in groups, just as little tag-alongs for when they're doing their taming or when they want to get a lot of organic polymer. That could be very, very useful. So a nice little dino here. Let's have a look at his stats. This is like a perfect 150 perfect tame, so this would be the absolute best levels you would probably get out of one of these unless you got very lucky. Otherwise this one's got 3k health, so that's quite a lot of health actually for something so small. Decent stamina, weight 320, nothing crazy of the weight, so you probably will have to empty these out. Now these aren't rideable, unfortunately. You can't get on them, but they just follow you around and do the job as a farming dino. Next up, we've got the snail, otherwise known as the Achatina, I guess. This thing is pick-upable, a bit like a dodo or a dung beetle. Throw it on the ground, and this thing will get you cementing paste passively. Quite a cool thing to have. Apparently, it will poop cementing paste eventually. That's what I was told by Jat. I'm not sure how that works. I've given it some meat here. I don't know if it's meat you want it, but these are the kind of things you're just going to want to have in your base, hanging around, helping you with your metal base. Quite nice looking as well. You can see I've got the textures right up here, and you can see all of these, as with all new dinos, very, very nicely textured, very cool animations. Next up, we've got, well, it's like a trike patchy really. It's called the Rhino Patchy or something like that. Oh, there you go. The Pachyrhinosaurus. This thing is very, very useful indeed. This is a nice low-level herbivore. Again, this one is a perfect tame one. So these stats you're seeing here are like the best you could probably hope for. Again, around 3k health, 730 stamina, 576 weight. So probably actually not too far off what you get from a trike. But this one has the added ability, if you do the right click, it does the mist there, which will make things less, oh, what's this thing following me for, which will make these things less likely to get attacked by dangerous stuff. One of the things I really like about this, if I actually bring this up so you can see I'm harvesting here, is you can move while harvesting. So this is actually quite cool ability to have. You can't do that with the trikes, you can't do that with the stegos or anything like that. So this is definitely a potential for the new berry gatherer at lower levels. Also, you can see you can get 2 people on the saddle there. Why you'd want to do that, I don't know. I think that's just a bit of fun. But either way, the ability to harvest while sprinting, quite a cool ability there. So I think this might actually be a low-level dino that we actually might end up using. Let's see what kind of damage it does to the training dummy there. What, 5,000 damage? Something's got to not be right there. I don't know if it will do any damage with that. I don't know, I guess not, but that cool mist will keep you safe. So finally, out of the dinos, we've now got the Megalosaurus. This is a nice carnivore, but it's only really deadly at night. As you can see here, in the day, it likes to sleep. At night time, if we make it stay awake here, it will be pretty useful. Now, you can keep it awake in the day. Not as useful. Let's see what kind of damage it does to this in the day. 6,000. This can't be right. I must have some kind of numbers messed up here from my settings. But yeah, if you actually look at this thing, you'll see its torpor is going up in the day. So you don't want to keep it awake during the day. Now, if I set it to night time, you'll be able to see it will probably do more damage, I would guess, at the night time. There you go. It's almost doubled its damage, and it can actually sprint around during the night time. It can't do that during the day. Not sure why it's not very fast at the moment. I don't know if it needs a second to think about that. Maybe because its torpor's down. Go to sleep. I have it so the nighttime goes really fast on here, so I have to keep like setting it back. Should have already changed that. There you go. Let's make it 21. So maybe let's wait until its sleep depth isn't so bad. And yeah, it should be a little bit more dangerous. It will actually run faster in the nighttime. I'm not sure why it's not doing it there. Maybe because its sleep depth is not where it should be. But either way, these are things that you can actually keep asleep during the day, and they're meant to be like nighttime predators. So let me just wake this one up actually. We'll put this in the water. Something that's quite cool with these is they will actually go under the water and not lose oxygen as long as their head is above the water normally. So say I want to put this one just to where he's not floating at. He's just floating there. So let's go forward a little bit. Right, he's got a grip there. So now if we put him to sleep, he will actually almost like hide under the water here, and he won't lose oxygen. So it's quite a cool little tactic. You can actually hide them there, and their oxygen will stay. And yeah, you can have them hidden there, which is kind of cool. I'm not sure if you like set them on neutral, if they'll then go and attack things. So that's a nice quick little look at the dinos. Obviously there'll be other videos, and I'll do other videos going in depth with these, but that's the general gist of them. Let's take a look at the caves and see what these brand new caves look like. So let's start off with the southeast cave, which we were actually right next to, and all of these caves have had a total makeover. As soon as you can go in here, you can see it looks quite different. This actually seems like they've got influences from the scorched earth caves, and I really like this. So it's less shiny. It looks like the actual layout in terms of how it's built is the same. Let's see if it is. You'd go down here, and then you'd take a right around here. Actually, maybe this is a little bit different. We've got some lava there. Okay, oh no, this is still the same kind of layout, so it's just very different looking. I don't know if it's just a bunch of new textures and just to give it a different look, but these all have new artifacts in as well. We should have like the bridge here. Yep, the bridge is here. So I believe these are more well optimized now as well. Let's see if we can take a trip down. This cave is obviously like the volcano cave. This is the one where you can overheat and get dehydrated very easily. So you've got to be careful when coming down to this one. Go right down to the bottom here. You can see some pillars and stuff there. Wasn't there before. And ooh, look at this. This is new. This is different. I'm not sure what this means for the actual game, or if this has any cool effects. Obviously I'm not going to really look into it, but you guys will be able to see. This looks completely new, and each little cave seems to have its own little secrets now. Basically a lot more work put into the caves. They seem to render in a little better. Let's see if we go out of the cave actually, if it does the quick rendering in or not. When you're trying to find your way out of caves, just keep going upwards. Tends to be a good tactic. There we go. Up, up, up. Up over here. Very difficult to get lost in the caves, but that's kind of the point of them really. And I'm presuming, let's see if it still has the freezing as you go in and out. I mean, it might do, but if they've improved it, I think maybe it won't. So go up through here, and no, we didn't get any loading in or out. So this is the southeast cave. Let's go to the next one, see what that one's like. So now we've got the southern cave here. This is just north of Stonehenge. Just off here, if you follow this cliff face around, you will see it down here somewhere. Is this it here? No, that's not it there. It's just a little bit further along than that. If it's not there. Let's have a little bit hidden from me today. Maybe it looks a little different now. I thought that was the entrance. Aha, this is the entrance here. Here we go. So this is the southern cave. Again, no freezing as we entered the cave. These big crystals, pretty similar. The lighting is obviously quite different. And they've taken like the real shiny, glistening effect off of everything by the looks of it. And these are a lot more similar to, like I say, the scorched earth caves and even the new swamp caves and so on. Sometimes there's metal down there. Maybe they've taken a lot of the metal out of here. I don't know if that's just the way my game spawned in or not, but that is definitely different. But yeah, the layout in terms of how they're positioned seems to be the same. Oh, look at this. You actually got berries down here. This looks, wow, that looks real nice. That is really, really nice looking. Interesting to have berries and things like that down here. Maybe much better possibility to actually have a base down here. You could potentially survive. Let's hook around and show you this part. Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, this one looks awesome with that lighting and the berry bushes there. Let's see, you've normally got the water here, which is still here. The artifact on this one is just off this way and then to the left. If you stick to the left wall, I believe it was around here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Brand new artifact. This kind of sci-fi effect, I've got a feeling this is part of the mystery of ARK, and this is something new and something new to discover. So obviously I'll leave you guys to discover that. I'm sure those of you who are going to be keen to find out exactly what that is will find it out pretty soon. But yeah, this cave is actually quite different. This one's not just a makeover with some different textures. They've decided to put berry bushes in here, which is quite different. Okay, so the next cave is just south of the Redwood. You see the Redwood there. You've got this cliff face. I quite often build near this cave myself. Is it just there? No, it's a bit further along. We'll see. It's pretty obvious, this one. It's got like a little... the rocks look a little bit different where the entrance is. Here it is inside this cave. So let's take a look. Is this one basically the same, or does it have any different features? Very dark going into the cave. Some green lighting, lots of the mushrooms. Oh, do these perhaps give off the toxic gas? I'm not sure. Again, we've got berry bushes in here, so you can collect berries while you're down here. Lots of like tree roots and stuff like that. It's almost like a little bit of a Lord of the Rings Hobbit style theme. The giant mushrooms going on here. So yeah, a lot of these seem to have a very different theme to what they had before. Before they were very dark and I don't know, almost nightmarish, but they're a lot more organic looking now, with the browns and the greens, berry bushes. And we've got this big drop off here. So this is the cave obviously where you walked across the platform, but that seems to have been changed now to a bit of a thicker platform. Then there was another dangerous bit to cross here, which they seem to have fixed and not made quite so dangerous to walk across. So this one is quite a big cave actually. It goes down a long way. It's quite a good one to explore. It's not too dangerous a lot of the time. Go around here we go. Through this narrow way, you just keep going down obviously. We've got some ruins there. Perhaps there's going to be some oh look, there we go. There's an explorer's note down here for some double XP. So yeah, again, this one's got the same kind of green organic feel to it. Probably go this way here. Obviously you had these almost like obelisk things before, but look at this, you can see they're emanating something. So perhaps it's some kind of energy we've got going on now in the cave, something that you can harness. I don't know. I definitely know that they would have done something cool here. Oh, and this one looks very nice. It's actually got a little a bit of ruins going on here, so maybe there's something to these ruins. You can see, look at this, this looks really cool. Very nice indeed. If we stick to the outside edge, wow, look at that. Is that where the obelisk is? That's just emanating there. That is emanating. Let's see if we can find where the obelisk is. I think it will be, or the artifact even. It was up here. Right here. So I think they've changed it. You would come down here and it would be up in that area. So maybe they've changed it. Obviously you've got your normal things there, but yeah, it looks like maybe the position of this one has been changed. As you can see from going around here, this is a long cave. This is actually very dangerous, this cave normally, and this was known as probably one of the hardest ones to get the artifact from, because you could get lost easily. Mega piranhas all over the place, dangerous stuff in the water here. So I'm not sure where the artifact is, but this one has its own unique feature. You just go down here, in the fact that it has its own ruins, which is a little bit different. You can actually just go, if I remember correctly, around this way. Just have a little quick look around here. But yeah, this is a real nice site here. You can see this. You wouldn't recognize this from before. So again, an organic green kind of look, berries. A bit more tempting to build a base around, really. It looks a bit nicer to be around here. There is some metal down there, so there are metal spawns. Let's see if we can follow a little bit of these these little lakes down here. See if they lead us anywhere. Quite often going up and down these lakes will lead you to interesting and cool places. I think that's just taken around in a bit of a circle there. So another good one. I definitely think there's something extra in this one. You know, there's like all of the obelisk style things seem to be emanating. So I think this could be a big cave in terms of the story or what's going on here. Look at this. You've got that little effect going on. So let's move on to one of the next caves. See if it's any different. Next up, we have the Volcano Cave, which is obviously to the southeast of the volcano. Probably one of the favourites for getting kite in, known as one of the easiest caves, very easy to navigate and quite easy to get your kite in and done with. So it's very, very popular, and when people start up, they quite often contest this one because it is such a good place to get all kinds of valuable materials and so on. So this one's a bit of a darker themed one, not as bright, a little bit spookier, a blue kind of tint to this, a bit more similar to what was originally in the caves. There was a lot of blue tint originally in the caves. Can't see too many, like, there's no like obelisk or anything like that in this one. What's that there? Is that like a ruin? That is a ruin and an explorer note. I didn't actually know if these explorer notes were here by default. Let's just have a little fly around upwards. Normally I'd just go straight down to the bottom, but seeing as these are a little bit different, might be fun to have a look around, see what's up and around in the corners and so on. But yeah, let's head back down. Just follow it down. I'm sure we'll find our way down to the bottom. Nice green and blue. Either way here, I think will get us down. This one might be a dead end actually. Oh no, it's not. Here we go. This is the main area. You have this bit either side. And here we go. Down to the artifact. So this obviously is laid out. This actually looks a little bit different in its layout. Actually quite different in its layout. Hold on. Normally when you'd come down here, you would just go to the left. And, oh no, I guess it's kind of similar. Well, look, we've got the effect there on the obelisk again. So, I don't know. This is pure speculation. This is the first few minutes of me seeing these caves. But I would take a guess that all of these are connected to somehow have something to do with the story. I believe that the artifacts are different now as well. This is a beautiful cave. Look at this one. This is probably the nicest looking area so far. This and the bit in the last cave where we had the ruins. That looks super, super nice. Good job there. And it's probably more well optimized now. Obviously, I'm not looking at my FPS, but I've got everything on super epic settings here for you guys. And there is the artifact. Another cool artifact. Maybe I'll come down here later on and see what actually is in there. Sometimes you get an artifact down here. No, not an artifact, but a loot crate. So yeah, another really cool one. Nothing too drastically different, but we've got a lot of ruins. Another explorer note here for some double XP. And yeah, real nice area. It was definitely worth seeing. This little lake here is super nice. I really love the way they've put the berry bushes down here. It really gives it a kind of organic feel rather than the cold and dank feel that it had before. So yeah, let's move on to another cave. So here we are at Carnival Island, one of my favourite cave areas. This actually, in the game, has the best loot table in terms of the drops. So if you want to get those super, super nice drops before you're actually top level to get the deep sea loot drops, this is the place to go. So let's see if they've made it any easier or more difficult perhaps. It's very, very dark down here. Oh, this is completely different, is it? Or do they still have the water? They still have the water here. It does look laid out a little bit different. Then you go down here. Then it was up and to the right before. Yeah, there you go. Actually, is that... maybe that area was there before. I normally just go straight up here. And then up out of here. It looks quite similar. This looks like a bit of an aesthetic change rather than a structural change. Yeah, this looks very similar to before. Again, given a nice blue kind of tint. Oh, wow. Look at that. The little bit of water really makes it. Yes, it's got a different kind of blue, and again, a more organic feel to it with the rocks rather than the shiny rocks from before. We've got a bit duller tones, and wow, this is a nice little area here. We've got some pink going on, and this artifact is actually in amongst some ruins. So yeah, obviously a lot more effort here. That actually looks like dinosaur bones, which is pretty cool. And this one is actually kind of difficult to get sometimes. Sometimes it can be difficult to jump up. There are ways to do it a lot easier, parachuting down and using grapple hooks. But if you don't have that stuff, this can be one of the more difficult caves. Oh, actually, maybe there isn't the dinosaur bones. Maybe that's just the the obelisks and the way that they look down here. It's all connected. It's all got like this kind of cool energy to it. Let's get a nicer close up here of this area and the multicoloredness. This one's pretty crazy actually with that effect, that purple blue effect. So it was always one of my favorite caves. Definitely looks super nice now. Structurally very, very similar, as most of them are similar, but this one even more so. Let's see, normally you just jump up the sides here. This looks kind of familiar, and then you jump up and around, and then you jump across. Actually, this looks a little bit easier. Oh no, maybe not. They've got this jump here. I'm not 100%. Oh no, and then you would go up around here. Yeah, that jump looks kind of similar. Not too different, so kind of similar. Oh, you can see you've got one of the drops there. Let's just head out of that cave. Beautiful, and let's see if there's any more for us to inspect. There is actually a snow cave. I'm not sure if this one's still around. Super fast traveling there, so I have to give it a second. So here we have the snow cave. Aha, right, let's go down into here. This is one of the smaller caves. This is one of my favorites to actually go in. Although this seems, is this blocked off now, or is that just visual? No, it's a visual glitch. Okay, so yeah, this is still a normal cave. Oh, this is nice. This is much nicer than before. It's actually got a proper look of a snow cave. You normally just crouch around here. Then you're up in this bit. Oh, it looks like a proper snow cave. Yes, this is very, very cool. Then you'd go around here and into here. Is this still the same? Yep. Through these nice little bits. So this one is a very drastically looking different cave, although it actually looks very similar in terms of layout. You can eventually get yourself going around into the right areas, and you'll get yourself to the artifact. See if I can find it. Oh no, I've managed to get myself going around in a circle then, so that's what you don't want to do. Right, let's try it again. Actually, this is a good test. So this is the entrance, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the entrance. What you normally do, what I tell myself, is you stick to the right hand side, you go through this hole here, you take the second right here, but it looks kind of different now. There's the first right, there's the second. I think this is it here. Oh, you can already see the something's emanating here. Then you'd go left up here. Oh, ooh, it's emanating from over there, I think. So then round and up, and I think it should be just here. Wow, look at that. Oh man, that red and blue just looks so nice together. So again, a brand new artifacts area. Maybe the artifact is different, I don't know. Let's just do a little test. I'll spawn myself in here and we'll grab this one. I don't want to spoil all of the artifacts for you guys, but let's grab this one and see what it's like. Ah, scary spider. Okay, so we've got the snow cave here. Let's have a little walk in. Maybe this will be a little bit of a guide for some of you who don't know how to get to the artifact in this one. So you just crouch through. As soon as you get to the open area, stick to the right hand wall, go through the open space, which is here. Second right, there's the third one. Here's the second one. Then just stick to the right hand side. So you wouldn't go through that opening there. And then I think this is it actually. I think this is the area here. So here it is, looking super nice. And inside here, it's Artifact of Skylord. It is the same. It's just got that different look to it. So that is pretty damn cool. Looks so nice. So that's it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to smash a like button if you enjoyed checking all this out. But that's it for now. I'll see you all next time.